Welcome back to the Limerick Post Show. It is Meghann Scully here with you, and I'm delighted to be joined by Pity of the Sea, Tony and Ger. How are you getting on, lads?
Good.
Flying it. Well, doing great now.
Well, look, let's get straight into it. Tony, I'll start with you. Tell me about where in Limerick you're both from.
Well, I actually grew up in Doggish Park, Ross, next to, I live right around the corner from Nolan Mike from the Cranberries, actually, funny enough. I grew up around the same time. Currently, I'm living in Clonlara in County Clare, so I'm out in Clare at the moment. So, yeah.
Ger, what part of the country are you from?
I'm Limerick City as well. Prospect up by the Army Barracks, not too far from the People's Park. I suppose the Yellow Road is the call it sometimes, the old young Munster fans.
Oh yeah, the cookies.
Yeah, the cookies, yeah.
I do know it well. Right, so Tony, tell me about Pity of the Sea and how it all came together.
Yeah, Pity of the Sea. First of all, it started off just as an initial thing with myself and Ger, just having a bit of fun. We've always got on musically. We've always been chatting about music and always had the same influences and stuff. And Ger just approached me to produce a couple of his songs and said, would you mind working on a few of my songs? And it kind of developed into a full-blown act, I guess. So we decided to write together because I was really interested in what Ger was doing. And, you know, I wanted to try some stuff that wasn't the norm because we do stuff kind of like in a different way. Or some of our songs are 7 or 8 minutes long. Some are 2 minutes long. So like it's all about the music. So like the two of us were very much like-minded like that. So everything everything is about what we want to hear in music. So that's what really intrigued me, I suppose, when I started working with Ger.
And of course now the debut album. Ger, can you talk me through the album and I suppose the writing process? Obviously now you've got it all finished, I suppose, before all this cocooning kicked in.
Yeah. Interestingly, our new single was kind of on the edge of the cocooning. It was really interesting, actually. We were kind of listening to stories as to possibly how bad the coronavirus was, and it was on the way. So myself and Tony being fairly careful about it. It was funny because I was kind of coming to the house with, gloves and kind of not wanting to touch much of the equipment in the recording studio and stuff. So for that song, it was kind of interesting. It just shows you it's so up to date. Like the single was only a couple of weeks ago. As regards to the album, yeah, it's been ongoing for a long time. We have Headscarf that came out last July and got really great kind of radio play nationally and kind of locally. So I was thrilled with that. And so that's one of. But like really, it's kind of a year in the making, really, as such. As Tony said, we're loving like the selection of kind of songs, kind of long and short songs, kind of up tempo songs, and kind of more laid back. So it's been a fantastic kind of process, kind of going through it all. Yeah, it's been a great process. Yeah.
Tony, tell us about the song that's out on Friday and the collaboration.
Yeah, the song out on Friday is called "A Swarming," and the reason it's called "A Swarming" actually is kind of like towards the end of it. It sounds like a swarming of bees, I guess, all the synths and stuff at the end of it. We don't mention a swarming once in it, but it's like it's a load of bees, so we call it that. It's a song I've had lying on my desktop for like about 2 or 3 years. Well, musically actually. So it was about a 5-minute jam I done that I edited down to about 2.5 minutes, and Ger put lyrics to it basically. That's how it came about. It's really easy and generic, you know. And as Ger said, we actually recorded it just right at the start of all this. We probably wouldn't have it out now. If it was a week later, we wouldn't have been able to get together. So we literally just got the vocals done before lockdown was a thing, you know.
So do tell us, what is the plan over the next couple of weeks? Obviously, we don't know when we're going to be able to go out. We don't know when you can go back on stage, when the pubs will be open, when all the gigs and stuff will be kicking off. So, like, is the plan the next 2 weeks to kind of just promote the songs online? Or are you going to do a few, like, maybe live Zoom sessions or Instagram, or what's the plan?
I suppose we didn't have a plan coming into this, you know, so like everybody else. So we don't know. So our plan was actually we weren't going to put out these songs. We were going to wait for the whole album. Because like album would have been done shortly, you know. So we decided, look, we better do something. We better put out some songs. So we're going to put out this song this week, and next week we're putting out a song called Black Lines, which is a collaboration with Naive Ted, and that's coming out next Friday. So we just thought maybe while people are at home and stuff, it might be a good time to put out some songs, get them listening. You know, that's our way of dealing with it, I guess. You know, live performance might be difficult for us because our music is very much based on electronic stuff and all that. So we hadn't even thought about that really. You know, we were at the stage where we're going to rehearse for live gigs. So you know, yeah. Wait.
Ger, I'll have to ask, where do we find you guys on social media and online? Because now that we'll be here for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so all platforms, Pity of the Sea, so the usual Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Lucky enough, it's one of those, I've heard you kind of in interviews before, people trying to come up with original names for bands. Lucky enough, it's one again that is so unusual that, you know, it's kind of easy for people to find and stuff. So it's Pity of the Sea on all platforms, as I said, yeah.
Yeah, where did the name come from?
Interestingly enough, I suppose a lot of my inspiration comes from either art, which was kind of the headscarf idea. Was an Iranian artist had done an Eve exhibition in actually it was in Edward Street in Limerick, one of the art galleries there, and I got my inspiration for that. A lot of the inspiration comes from either art or poetry or literature. Kevin Barry, the Limerick author, is a big influence on me.
Yeah.
So this one, yeah, I suppose it came from the name of the band comes from actually a poem by Gerard Manley Hopkins, who I was kind of mad into in kind of school time, a lot of his poetry. And the actual poem is called A Sea Took Pity. So I just kind of swapped it around a little bit. And lucky enough, as looking online, it's the norm that there is a band name there already. But lucky enough, it was kind of such an unusual one that it was kind of free. So it was great.
Absolutely incredible. Lads, do me a favour, will you introduce the song that I'm going to just play now, just give a snippet of it, and we can let the Limerick Post Show viewers and listeners get a feel for what sort of music you produce.
Okay, so this is A Swarming by Pity of the Sea.
Pity of the Sea, thank you so much for chatting to us in the Limerick Post Show. And you know what, when we're all back to normal and we've the studio back open, we'll get in together and we'll do a sit down together interview as well.
Great stuff.
So thanks very much.